Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos. Welcome to Spring Spanish. Yo soy María Fernanda and I am one of the Spanish teachers here at Spring Spanish. If you share my love for train rides, you are going to need to know these basic Spanish chunks to make sure you buy the right ticket, to catch the right train, and you don't have any problems with El Controlador, the ticket inspector. So, todos a bordo. All aboard! Choo choo! Antes del viaje, before the trip. Asking for information. Mis amigos, two basic questions para la persona de atención a clientes. For the customer service person. ¿A qué hora sale el tren a Barcelona? At what time does the train to Barcelona depart? And you could hear an answer like, a las 10:15 de la mañana, at 10:15 a.m. ¿Cuándo es el próximo tren hacia Madrid? When is the next train to Madrid? El próximo tren a Madrid es a las 4 de la tarde. The next train to Madrid is at 4 p.m. By the way, ¿a qué hora is a perfect example of a chunk in Spanish? A word combination that never changes and that you should just learn by heart so it rolls off your tongue while speaking Spanish. And you don't have to think about grammar or which preposition to use. The easiest way to discover such chunks is not by learning words and grammar, but by listening to Spanish native speakers actually speak Spanish. After all, you know that everything you hear me or other native speakers say sound natural and correct. If you like to learn more about learning Spanish through chunks, register for the free chunking training we have on our website. Link is inside the description. Anyway, back to the train station. Buying your tickets from the salesperson. ¿Cuánto cuesta? How much does it cost? ¿Aceptan tarjeta de crédito? Do you take credit card? And don't forget to always say gracias at the end. What about if you're buying from a machine? Usually there will be a translated version, but come on, don't be lame and cheat by switching the machine language to English. You want to brag about your Spanish skills, don't you? Here are some chunks you might read on the machine. Empezar, start, comprar un billete o boleto, buy a ticket, pagar, pay, cancelar, cancel, regresar, go back. This one actually is really useful in case you are not sure, so you can go back and start all over again. Durante el viaje, while traveling. Well, you finally have tu boleto para viajar en tren, your ticket to travel by train, and it is almost time to hop on. But wait, you're a bit lost. Then let's learn the chunks that you need to find your way. Finding the right platform, vehicle, or track. Disculpe, señor o señorita, ¿dónde está la plataforma, el vagón, número? Excuse me, sir, miss. Where is the platform or vehicle number? Finding your seat. Estoy buscando el asiento número 25A. I am looking for the seat number 25A. Ventana o pasillo? Window or aisle? And what about you having your ticket checked? So you're meeting el controlador? Then he or she might ask for your ticket like this. ¿Puedo ver su boleto, por favor? And then you would reply, sí, aquí tiene. Yes, there you have it. Después del viaje, after the trip. So you're finally at your destino final, final destination, and you want to make sure it's the right stop, right? Then you could ask, ¿esta es la estación de Puebla? Is this the Puebla station? Now it's time to go out of the station and maybe ask for the taxi stop. In this case, you would say, ¿Dónde está la parada de taxis? Where is the taxi stop? Or maybe you got yourself an Uber or a Lyft and you might have to speak with the taxi driver as well, but that, my friends, I will leave it for another video. Let's do a quick recap of what we have learned today. ¿A qué hora sale el tren a? And then you will add the name of the city. At what time does the train to, name of the city, depart? ¿Cuándo es el próximo tren hacia? When is the next train to? ¿Cuánto cuesta? How much does it cost? ¿Aceptan tarjeta de crédito? Do you accept credit card payments? ¿Dónde está la plataforma o el vagón número? Where's the platform or vehicle number? Estoy buscando el asiento número 25A. I am looking for the seat number 25A. ¿Ventana o pasillo? Window or aisle? ¿Puedo ver su billete? Can I see your ticket? Esta es la estación de... Is this the station? ¿Dónde está la parada de taxis? Where is the taxi stop?